Bledsoe showing some faith in the floater.
Hey guys, welcome back to Super Top 10s. Today we'll talk about 4 of the most disappointing video games. Let's head into it. Number 1. Marvel's Avengers. Following the unprecedented success of Insomniac's PS4 exclusive Marvel Spider-Man, Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics revealed a multi-platform title, Marvel's Avengers, to an excited crowd at E3 2019. Taking a page from other looter shooter games like Destiny and Borderlands, players would play as iconic heroes such as Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and more as they completed missions, acquired new loot to grow stronger, and customized their heroes with new skills and other forms of progression. On paper, everything sounded really promising, but what was actually released just didn't live up to the fans' expectations. While many enjoyed the story and the feel for each of the heroes, the game began to suffer once the live service elements took over after the campaign finished. Worse yet, post-launch content, which was expected to launch shortly after the game was delayed due to the California forest fires and the COVID-19 pandemic forcing the team to work from home, although this aspect is obviously due to the state of the world and not the game itself. While the first operation pack is scheduled for launch on December 8th, the game has suffered mightily due to the ongoing issues with experience, bugs, and general lack of things to do. In fact, the PC fanbase has seemingly moved on as the game's population has seen a 96% decline since its launch in September.
Something Carlton cooked up to crash the Chimera. Fun, aren't they?
Number 2. Godfall. After its reveal at the 2019 Game Awards, and also being one of the first next-generation games announced, Godfall certainly intrigued the PlayStation fanbase. Instead of featuring a typical class-based system, like in many other RPG-style games, players would be able to switch between 12 different Valor plates, which not only changed the player's look, but would offer various benefits as well. Players can further customize their character through various items, pick between different weapon types, and battle enemies in what appeared to be combat inspired by the Dark Souls games, through different worlds based on elements like water, earth, and air. Part of what made Godfall frustrating was the marketing, which typically released curiously short snippets of the game footage while lacking many of the core gameplay details that fans wanted to know more about. Unfortunately, after the game launched, not much improved as the game received at best lukewarm reviews from critics and fans due to the forgettable story, gameplay that retreats and recycles content from mission to mission, and Valor plates that don't do enough to really feel different outside of their visual appearance. While most agreed that the combat is the brightest spot of this game, Godfall also suffers from a number of technical issues, including the frame rate hitching, various bugs, and games that outright crashing, which only drag the experience down further. Number 3. Warcraft 3 Reforged. For many fans, the classic RTS game Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos is a beloved title in the franchise. Considering it helped give birth to the massively popular World of Warcraft MMO, most hold this game in high regard. So when Blizzard announced a remake in 2018, fans were excited. Blizzard promised all new visuals, remodeled characters, brand new features, and a story that would be partially retconned to better fit with World of Warcraft. After the delay pushed it into 2020, the game that fans actually got was one that was missing a ton of promised features, poor design choices, and was rife with technical issues. Fan response was incredibly negative and kicked off a massive review bomb campaign, which eventually made Warcraft 3 Reforged the lowest ranked game on Metacritic by user score, an achievement which would stand until Madden NFL 21 came along months later. Fans were not only upset about the bugs and missing features that were promised by Blizzard after the game was announced, but the user interface, which was completely redesigned, was also heavily criticized. Worse yet, all original copies of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos was forced to update to newer version due to Reforged sharing the game's client interface. This in turn made many Reforged gameplay decisions mandatory in the original. Blizzard also came under fire by announcing that it would be claiming ownership of user-created content made in the Reforged editor. While Blizzard issued an apology over the mess and offered full refunds, the damage had been done. Number 4. NBA 2K21. Fans of the 2K series of sports games have seen numerous issues plague the games in recent years, from the buggy mess that was WWE 2K20 to recent NBA 2K games, which seem to place a heavy emphasis on microtransactions while continuing to launch with a host of technical issues and bugs. There was some hope that this year's NBA game would turn the franchise around, thanks in large part to the next-gen versions of the game being built from the ground up, and bringing it with all new features like the City Mode. Following the release, fans have found that NBA 2K21 once again falls short of expectations. Fans were already up in arms over the $70 price tag, but following release, attention is more on the gameplay than other things like visuals. The shot meter received a lot of criticism following the game's launch, including the cover star, Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers as well. The next-gen version features unskippable advertisements, WNBA players were unable to access the new standout mode called the City, and some character models like Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors continued to look off. Fan frustration came to a boiling point in November as a new hashtag for Make 2K Fun Again started to trend across social media. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.